Okay, so in previous class we have discussed the mechanism of what? Dehydration of alcohol to form alkene. Okay, so now we'll discuss the second mechanism of dehydration of alcohol to form ether, or we can say at low temperature, that is 413 Kelvin. Okay, so now again in this case also there is a 3 steps. In first step, alcohol, okay, we take ethanol. In first step, protonation occur. First step is protonation, okay, in which alcohol, as we, oh, so sorry, waiter, I have taken ether. In first step, alcohol, 1 mole of alcohol, all of you know alcohol acts as a base because of presence of lone pair when it is reacts with very strong acid like sulfuric acid. So in first step, it is taking proton and hence it is called what? That step is called, all of you know,
Protonation.
protonation, right? Okay. So in first step is the protonation of alcohol. It is same as the mechanism for alkene. Okay. So first step is protonation, in which there is formation of protonated alcohol, same as we have discussed in case of alkene, and the byproduct is HSO4 minus. Already I told it is strong acid. If it is acid, it is its conjugate what? Base. And okay, so there is a formation of protonated alcohol. So first step is the protonation, and there is a formation of protonated ethanol. It is ethanol, so I am writing ethanol. Okay. So what is the first step? Protonation. Protonation of ethanol. Okay. So this is the first step. Okay. So now what is the second step? Come for the second step. In second step, this protonated ethanol. Now again I am writing that protonated ethanol. CS3, CS2, OH, H positive charge. In this protonated alcohol, ethanol, the carbon oxygen having positive charge. So in second step, the second mole of ethanol, because in this case, there is a 2 molecule of ethanol used, in which the first molecule, in first step, the 1 molecule is used for protonation. In the second step, the second molecule of alcohol, that is ethanol, now it is acting as what? Nucleophile, okay? And this nucleophile attack to carbon, means attack to which you can see over there. Now the second molecule of alcohol act as a nucleophile and attack to this carbon, and simultaneously the bond will break by loss of water molecule. So again there is a loss of water molecule. In this step also there is a loss of water molecule, but this water molecule not released by itself. It will be released only the nucleophile attack to the carbon. Okay, so now the second ethanol molecule act as a nucleophile which is attacking to the protonated alcohol carbon, and the bond will break to lose the water molecule. Okay, and what product we are getting, you can write the product, intermediate product, CS3 CH2. At this CH2, this oxygen is attacking, so by this CS2 molecule, this oxygen molecule, this oxygen atom will be okay, and due to loss of this lone pair, so there is a loss of this lone pair, so oxygen carry positive charge. Okay, and hydrogen is there, this hydrogen is this, and the rest molecule we can write CS2 CS3. So what is the second step? And there is a formation of ether, that is called protonated ether. Okay, again repeating, So in second step, what we can say, the second step, so what is the name of the second step? Attacking of nucleophile. So second step is attacking of nucleophile. And what is a nucleophile here? This alcohol itself to the carbon, protonated alcohol. Okay, protonated alcohol, carbon. Okay, I'm not writing. Okay, because it will be long. It will be too long. Okay, so second step is the attacking of nucleophile to the protonated carbon. Okay, protonated ethanol carbon, sorry. Okay, and form protonated ether. There is a formation of protonated ether. Now the third step, all of you know where is the protonation? There is the protonation. There is the
Deprotonation.
protonation. So always, if the first step is the protonation, so there will be loss of H plus also. So last step will be deprotonation. Okay. So third step is the deprotonation of this protonated ether to form ether. Okay. So last step is the formation of ether by deprotonation of protonated ether. So again, I am writing this. Okay, how to, you can see. So the same product, sorry. This protonated ether, CS3, CS2OH positive, CS3, CS2OH positive, CH2, CS3. Okay. So now in from this ether, this H will be, the H plus will be, there will be loss of this H plus. Okay. But you know, H plus is acid. For acid, what is required? Is H plus के lose के लिए क्या चाहिए? Base. So from where the base will be coming?
HSO4 minus.
Yeah. So all of you already aware. What is the role of this first step HSO4 minus as a byproduct? This always act as a base, and this help in the deprotonation. So now this HSO4 minus of the first step byproduct help to release this H plus ion. And now this H plus and this HSO4 minus combine to form sulfuric acid as a catalyst. Again, it can be reused in the first step, and the reaction will again continued. Okay, so what we are getting the product over there. You can see CH3, CH2, O, CH2, CH3, right? And now H plus is not here. Again, there is a 2 lone pair only. So this is ether. So these two mechanisms are very, very important for board exam. Okay? Mechanism of dehydration of alcohol is very, very important for both alkene as well as ether. Alkene already we have done. Alkene also 3 steps, and ether also having 3 steps. First step is common, that is protonation of alcohol and to form protonated ethanol. Second step is formation of protonated ether by attacking of nucleophile. And which one is nucleophile over here? Because in this ether formation, we use 2 mole. First mole is this and second mole is this. First mole is giving its lone pair and second molecule also giving its lone pair. But second step, we can say it is nucleophile. And basically second step is just like a nucleophilic substitution reaction. And do you know which mechanism is applied over there? Second step is actually nucleophilic substitution reaction, but there is a SN2 mechanism applied. Right? Here I can write. So basically it is SN2 mechanism. And the last step is deprotonation. Is it clear to all of you? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very much clear, because it is similar to the alkene, but a little bit difference. Only the second step is a little bit different. Anyone who wants to ask anything? Okay. Now the question is here, one question is arises, it is SN2 mechanism. I have written this word. So obviously the question will arises over there. All of you know the SN2 mechanism is favorable for which alcohol?
मैम
Which,
एक बार previous वाला पेज दिखा दो.
okay. Done?
Number second.
Dhruv, it is clear? Mechanism is clear?
Yes. हाँ जी मैम, done. Thank you.
ठीक है, no problem. So it is which type of mechanism? This is which mechanism? SN2. And all of you know SN2 mechanism is favorable for which alcohol? Always the 1 degree. So actually the ether formation is SN2 mechanism. So in this case, the ether will be formed from primary alcohol. Or we can say only primary alcohol can form ether. Okay, so the primary alcohol can convert into ether. Primary alcohol can form ether as well as alkene also. Okay, but ether can form at low temperature and high temperature alkene forms. Okay, in case of primary alcohol. Okay, so primary alcohol has tendency to form the ether. Okay, but secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol, especially tertiary alcohol, does not form ether. It only forms alkene. Okay, tertiary alcohol cannot form ether. Why tertiary alcohol cannot form ether? Tertiary alcohol only form
मैम
alkenes.
टर्शियरी अल्कोहल में 3 डिग्री कार्बन हो जाता है मैम, फिर वो अटैक नहीं हो पाता.
SN2 नहीं होता.
Yeah, because it is SN2 mechanism. SN2 favorable only ether formation is SN2 mechanism. Yeah, and secondly, the tertiary alcohol has tendency to form intermediate tertiary carbocation, which is highly stable and where is the formation of carbocation that convert into alkene. While primary alcohol, suppose if it is forming primary carbocation, so it forms primary carbocation. This primary carbocation may form alkene or may form ether also. Alkene only possible at high temperature, otherwise at low temperature, it convert into this ether only. And the secondary alcohol also maximum tendency to form alkene only. Okay, it also has maximum tendency to form alkene. Slightly ether can form. Basically, we can say alkene. So there is a one limitation. So what is the limitation of this reaction? What is the limitation of ether formation reaction by this method? Okay. So the limitation by, what is the limitation of ether formation? The limitation of ether formation is that only primary alcohols can form ether due to SN2 mechanism, and secondary and tertiary alcohols, they have tendency to form, they cannot form ether, but they can form what? What beta? Alkene, whether it's high temperature, low temperature. Even in case of tertiary alcohol, even temperature is low, still alkene will form, not ether. Okay. So limitation is that only primary alcohol can form ether at low temperature. Okay. Oh, and that is a condition also at low temperature because of SN2 mechanism. But the secondary and tertiary alcohol cannot form ether even at high temperature also. That is also reason is what? SN2 mechanism and carbocation formation, which I have discussed. So just you have to remember this thing. Okay, secondary alcohol जो है वो alkene ही बनाएगा. Tertiary alcohols only alkene will forms. ठीक है? So these are the some limitations for ether formation. And second limitation, this is the one limitation. Okay, we can say this is the first limitation. Okay, and the second limitation is one more limitation here, that by this method, the second limitation is that by this method means what? Dehydration of alcohol. By this dehydration of alcohol method, only symmetrical ether can be formed. Why only symmetrical ether can be formed? Why only symmetrical ether can be formed? Anybody can say? Anybody?
Ma'am, because 2 units of same alcohols are joining.
Yeah, very good. So this is the method for formation of only symmetrical ether, because Sanya has told correct that by this method only symmetrical ether prepare, as there is the same molecules we are using, because in this case the 2 moles are similar moles. Okay, so these are the 2 limitations which you have to remember. Okay, so now this is clear to all of you. And phenol का हमें करना ही नहीं है. Phenol does not undergo for dehydration reaction, because phenol does not undergo for which reaction? Protonation, right?
Protonation.
Yeah, correct. Now we will go for the next properties. Okay, so till what property we have discussed? The 2 properties we have discussed. This is the second property, that is dehydration of alcohol, right? Okay, so now the next property is, come to the third property. This already we have discussed in the mechanism, in the conversion also. The next is the oxidation of alcohol, okay, which we have already discussed. But again, I am revising. Oxidation of alcohol, you can see if we take primary alcohol, this is primary alcohol. Primary alcohol can be oxidized in 2 conditions. If we take mild oxidizing agent like PCC, we get aldehyde. Okay, so there is a formation of aldehyde. But when this primary alcohol get oxidized in the presence of a strong oxidizing agent like K2Cr2O7, an acidic medium, or KMNO4, okay, we get what? Carboxylic acid, okay, which we have already done. So primary alcohol may convert into aldehyde or may convert into carboxylic acid. So whatever the product you have required, you have to use that reagent. अगर aldehyde चाहिए तो we have to use PCC. Why PCC? PC is what? Mild oxidizing agent. So by which aldehyde can form. But when you add K2Cr2O7 as a strong oxidizing agent, this CH2OH, that is 1 degree alcohol, directly convert into carboxylic group, right? Is it clear? Okay, already we have done. Okay, so now second example, this is 1 degree alcohol. What about the secondary alcohol? When we take secondary alcohol, in case of secondary alcohol, what will get, beta? All of you tell me, anybody? Secondary alcohol, when it will be oxidized, yes? Yeah, when it will oxidize, whether in the presence of PCC or in the presence of K2Cr2O7, okay? So whether it's a strong oxidizing agent or mild oxidizing agent, it convert into what? Ketone, and you know ketone cannot further oxidize, okay? So there is a secondary alcohol convert into ketone, whether you take PCC or K2Cr2O7 or KMNO4, okay? Because aldehyde in primary alcohol, there is a formation of aldehyde, and aldehyde further oxidized to carboxylic acid in the presence of a strong oxidizing agent. Okay. And what about tertiary alcohol?
Mom, they do not oxidize because they lack oxidizable
Yeah.
alpha atom.
Okay. So tertiary alcohol, all of you know tertiary alcohol, there is a no any alpha hydrogen, sorry, beta hydrogen. Okay. So at this carbon, there no hydrogen is present in case of tertiary alcohol. So whether you take PCC, K2Cr2 or KMNO4, it cannot oxidize. So tertiary alcohol does not oxidize because of absence of hydrogen here. Okay, no hydrogen. Okay, what are you looking over there? Here is loss of this H and this H. Okay, so this is just like this carbon is alpha carbon. All of you know. The function group carbon is called what? Alpha carbon. Okay. Achha, in all cases, the byproduct, what byproduct we are getting? Water. जैसे यहाँ पे क्या है? H और H loss हो रहा है. Oxidizing agent means nascent oxygen. So 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen combine to form what? Water. Okay. So this is just like a, we cannot say dehydration. Okay. So this is clear to all of you. There is a byproduct is water. Tertiary alcohol does not oxidize because of absence of alpha hydrogen. So we can say this is just like a alpha elimination reaction also. It is a part of alpha elimination. Okay. Should I go ahead? Primary alcohols form what? Aldehyde at mild oxidizing agent and acid at the presence of strong oxidizing agent. Secondary alcohol always form ketones and ketones not easily oxidized. Tertiary alcohols do not oxidizes at all, whether you take PCC or K2Cr2O7 or KMNO4 because there is absence of alpha hydrogen, right? Okay? Is it clear, bache?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you written all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm going to the next topic. Next property, I mean. Okay. So now the next property is, the fourth property is, this is also actually the part of oxidation. I wanted to teach at that part only, but I will teach separately because it is also oxidation, but the heading is, I'm writing dehydrogenation. What is the meaning of dehydrogenation?
Removal of H.
Removal of hydrogen. So now dehydrogenation of alcohols. Okay. For dehydrogenation, we use dehydrogenating agent. So what are the dehydrogenating agent? All of you know also. Yeah. Yes, right. So what are the dehydrogenating agent? Copper, silver, we can use anything. Okay. So I'm directly taking the example. So now again, same thing. Primary alcohol. Again, I'm taking primary alcohol in the presence of dehydrating agent like copper at 573 Kelvin, or we can use silver at 573 Kelvin. We can take any catalyst, copper or silver. But basically what we prefer, copper. All of you know why we prefer copper. We can use silver. It is better dehydrogenating agent, but it is very expensive. So we use copper. So we can use copper 573 Kelvin or silver at high temperature, that is 573 Kelvin. Okay. So this is this is actually nothing, but this is also oxidation process because loss of hydrogen is also oxidation. Okay. So यहाँ पे होता क्या है reaction, बहुत ध्यान से देखना, what product, how you get the product. यहाँ पे just a minute. In case of dehydrogenation, there is a loss of hydrogen, one hydrogen from alcohol and one hydrogen from alpha carbon. This is alpha carbon. So actually this is a type of alpha elimination reaction also. It is also alpha elimination reaction, a type of alpha elimination because alpha hydrogen is lost over there. So what product we are getting? See, अब देखो product मुझे बताओ. What product are you getting? एक हाइड्रोजन तुम्हारा अल्कोहल से लॉस हो गया, 1 हाइड्रोजन इज लॉस फ्रॉम, यस क्या है,
RCH2.
Aldehyde.
HO, बच गया यही चीज. सो प्राइमरी अल्कोहल in PCC as well as in presence of copper 573 Kelvin, primary alcohols always convert into aldehydes. Okay. And there is a loss of H2 only, not water. In that case, I wrote water because the PCC or K2Cr2O7, they are oxidizing agent, means they are giving their nascent oxygen, and that nascent oxygen combined with H2 to form water. But here is, it is not, they are not producing any nascent oxygen. They are just taking hydrogen from the compound. Okay. So only there is a dehydrogenation. There is a loss of hydrogen molecule. Okay. So this is the one difference between that. Okay. So this is for primary alcohol. What about for secondary alcohol? R, CH, R, okay. I can write over here, OH, okay. So this is secondary alcohol. The reagent is same. That is copper 573 Kelvin or silver catalyst. Again, there is a loss of hydrogen. One is from alcohol. Same. क्या मिलेगा आपको? एक आपने कहाँ से क्रॉस कर दिया? That is from alcohol, and one from the alpha hydrogen. So what you are getting the product?
Ketone.
बोलो.
Ketone.
Ketone. तो ketone यानी secondary alcohol always forms, secondary alcohol always convert into ketone, whether you take PCC or copper 573 Kelvin or any strong oxidizing agent. So not water. Now the third is tertiary alcohol. Now ये थोड़ा ध्यान से देखना तो. Just a minute. Okay, so this is tertiary alcohol. Now in tertiary alcohol, if you add copper 573 Kelvin catalyst at this temperature, what you're observing, is there any alpha hydrogen present? Is there any alpha hydrogen present? Is there any alpha hydrogen present? No.
No, ma'am.
No alpha hydrogen. So if there is a no alpha hydrogen, so alpha elimination not possible. There is a no alpha hydrogen, so there is a no alpha elimination possible. So what will happen over here? So in this case, there is a beta elimination occur.
मैम डिहाइड्रेशन हो जाएगा.
Yeah. And in this case, ये जो तुम्हारा कार्बन है, इसको मैंने स्पेशली क्यों लिखा है, ये जो बीटा कार्बन है, यहाँ से ये हाइड्रोजन और यहाँ से ये वाटर लूज हो जाएगा, मीन्स दिस H+ एंड दिस OH-, एंड इन दोनों कार्बन के बीच में क्या आ जाएगा? डबल बॉन्ड. तो इन दिस, हाँ, सो इन दिस केस व्हाट आर यू गेटिंग द प्रोडक्ट? C, यहाँ से लॉस हो गया, और CS डबल बॉन्ड CS2 and R plus water, means here you are getting alkene, and there is a not hydrogen, you are getting water. That is just like a dehydration. Okay, so these two are alpha eliminated reaction. ये तुम्हारा alpha elimination reaction है. This is also alpha elimination reaction, but the last one is a beta elimination reaction. I hope it is clear. So primary alcohol and secondary alcohol, they undergoes for dehydrogenation reaction. They undergo for dehydrogenation reaction in the presence of copper 573 Kelvin, okay, and convert into aldehydes and ketones. While tertiary alcohol does not means tertiary alcohol does not undergo for this alpha elimination, but which elimination? Beta.